all go in a row. We could say a little,
All right, we are live. Hey, everybody, it's Justice for Comics. I got Biggie, Immortal Biggieshaq, and Puff, Staypuff83 on. We are here to entertain you with our madness, our creative ideas. Hey, if my audio is not good, guys, let me know. I do have these on standby.
No, you sound great.
Yeah, I don't always like to wear them, but I'm in my closet. This is my little sanctuary. I've got comic books in here and posters. I got posters on the back wall there. Nice. There's my Alex Ross.
Oh man, I got that on the wall too.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, I've never seen it for sale anywhere. I've looked. I always look on eBay and all these places that sell art. I've never seen it for sale. That particular. I bought it when it came out, and then I haven't seen it for sale since.
Yeah, I only got a print of it,
and I paid $1,500 for that.
Wow,
Jesus,
fuck! And that was probably that was 20 years ago. 20 years.
Wow.
Oh, I bet that thing's worth like 10 grand now.
It might be.
Yeah.
Especially if you can't find it anywhere.
I mean, it's fucking Ross.
And that's his signature on the.
Yeah, I see that.
Yep, that's his signature.
That's big time, bro. Maybe that was the original art I was thinking of that you. I know you got some pretty nice original art.
No, it's not original. It's a lithograph, but original art that would be
1,500,
300,000, right?
Or a lithograph. Holy shit! I don't know nothing about art, man.
I don't know much either. Yeah, enough to be dangerous. The other one I have is that Frankenstein one by Bernie Wrightson. Bernie Wrightson. Nice. That was a print done by a Japanese graphic artist. He redid that as a print, and he only printed, I think, 100 of them, 100 or 200. It was pretty limited. I got mine's number 2 out of whatever the print run is.
Sweet.
Yeah. Sweet. So what's going on? We got a lot of people in the chat already.
Nice.
We got probably a lot of you guys. I know Unruly's. He's on my Instagram all the time, but I haven't seen him in my chats before. And I don't think I've seen Free Key Louie.
That's my boys. Yep.
Ancient Mariner's one of mine. He's always on my live stream chats. Ross is the modern day Rembrandt. I'd agree with that. He's awesome. Yeah, so we got a lot of things we could talk about. We're going to do that countdown on comedians, favorite comedians. It could be controversial. Some people may not like our choices, huh?
I don't know, dude. I think they're going to love mine.
It was a tough list, but I did based off of the ones that I watched the most growing up.
Yeah, I mean, obviously your personal opinion comes into play, right? Like who you liked.
Yeah.
Like my top guy is definitely not going to be a lot of people's favorite comedian at all. I know that. So
yeah, I think that
prepared for that.
I think the chat should give us some suggestions and fucking give us their lists as they go if they don't mind. Yeah. That would be fun.
Well, like when we start off with 10, we'll say we'll have everybody in the chat put who their number 10 is, right?
Right.
And then we'll do our 10. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, we'll do a countdown, and
you could do top 5, whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, if you want to say something like why you think he deserves to be on the list, Yep. Do a little breakdown of why you like that particular comedian. Yeah. And then after you want to do that first, and then afterward we can talk about comics or what if you guys want to show off any books or whatever.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. So number 10. Who wants to go first?
I can go first. We can go me, Puff, then you.
Yep.
All right. So my number 10 is a guy that don't get enough respect. It's Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh,
I don't get any respect. I don't get any respect. So tell me,
respect.
Do you know a Rodney Dangerfield joke off the top of your head?
Oh man, I really don't. But just like
I know one.
Do you? Go ahead.
Yeah. one of his best ones is he goes, yeah, I wasn't really loved as a kid. My mother told me she only wanted to be friends.
He always says shit like,
yeah, he's always like denigrating himself, right? Yeah.
Oh, my wife said she had the best
friends.
My wife said she had the best sex of her life last night. Too bad I wasn't in the room. No respect.
Like Dangerfield was one of those that likes to make fun of himself at the same time, whereas making everybody else laugh and stuff like that. He had this self-awareness that, you know, he was like, man, I was born ugly. You know what I mean? And people say you're ugly. I'm like, hey, I've been told that my whole life, you know?
I love guys that are like that. You're right, Puff. Good point.
The thing with Dangerfield was he was a stand-up comedian for years and years, and he was a failed stand-up comedian. He was not good. He never had success. And then he got onto the Tonight Show, right, with Johnny Carson, and that blew him up. And then all of a sudden his career took off. He got into movies. You know, he became very famous. But he always had the attitude that he was never successful. He never felt that he was successful. They say even up until the end, he always felt like he didn't quite get the deal he should have gotten.
He really didn't.
No, yeah.
Now, before we go any further, I just want to preference: is it only stand-up comedians or just any type of comedian?
You can do whatever you want. I just did stand-up, but you guys could do whatever, whoever you think's anybody that's funny, right? I mean, it's funny people that are funny. So I did stand-up comedians, but you can do whatever you want.
I think I did mostly stand-up, but there could be a couple considered just like actors and.
So if anybody wants to put who their number 10 is in the chat, please go ahead and put that in there. We'll read them off. All right, StayPuff. Well, who's your number 10?
I got Dave Chappelle at number 10 for me.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, he's good.
God damn it! I left him off my list.
From the start when I first saw him on Robin Hood Men with Tights, and you know he stood out because of the sneakers he was wearing, and you know the self-awareness that he's a black man in this type of comedy and stuff. He was hilarious. And then, you know, I loved him and Nutty Professor when he was cracking jokes on Eddie Murphy.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
Half Baked is like a classic, man. I love that movie so much. You know, like I ain't watched it in a while, but I'm ready to watch it right after the stream because it's so much funny. And even those movies that he had like small roles in, he always have a scene stealing moment in there. You know, like I loved him in Con Air with Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah, he was good in that.
He was
great in that.
Beverly Hillbilly or Beverly Hills Cop. I think.
No, that not Beverly Hills Cop.
Which one was it? He was in a Murphy film, I thought.
Nutty Professor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nutty Professor. That's right. Yeah. He was the stand-up comedian that he ended up tearing up at the end, right? Remember he had him sit on the piano with him. He
did the "Loving You" song.
That's one of my favorite scenes in that whole damn movie. Is that scene, right? I love it.
Yeah, I love it, man. And then of course I liked the Norman Mcdonald movie Screwed, where he was just completely over the top in that one.
Yeah,
and then of course you can't talk Chappelle without talking to Chappelle. So like that to me is what like made him legendary.
And then he left it right at the peak, right? They offered
right at the peak,
and he walked away.
And I always say that I felt like we wanted more, but for what we got two of the greatest seasons of all time.
Right,
anything more, it probably would have got watered down. So it's like probably a good thing that he did walk away.
Yeah, he was smart. He got it out right at the top, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And then his return to stand-ups was pretty great.
His last Netflix show was fantastic too. It was really, really funny. Yeah. All right, my number 10 is Larry the Cable Guy. I like his stupid bathroom humor. I don't know. It tickles my funny.
Get her done. Right? Get her done.
One of his famous things was he was saying how he was talking about masturbation. And he goes, "Oh yeah, I was cleaning it once and it went off." That was his response to masturbation. Is I was cleaning it once and it went off. So I don't know. And he'll tell you all the guys that any comedian today, if they say, "Well, who's making the most money if they do a tour?" They all say Larry the Cable Guy. No one makes more money than him when he does a tour.
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. All right.
I
So
remember when they was promoting the tour with him and Jeff Foxworthy used them.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Foxworthy got pissed because the people were coming for the cable guy more than him. Freaky says Robin Williams. Oh yeah, the great late Robin Williams, fantastic. Yeah. And Shirley I don't know who Shirley Hemphill is, but I don't know who that is.
Sure either.
Really, you're too cerebral for us. I don't know that
he's
person.
Deep cutting us.
She's probably funny though. All right, number 9. Let's do 9.
All right. Now I do know a joke with this guy, and it's one of my favorite jokes ever. And I'm going Red Fox.
Nice.
And my favorite joke he used to say was, "You don't have to clean your whole ass, but you do have to clean your asshole."
Yes, I was looking at Red Fox stand-ups, and that was the one that stood out the most, man. Like when he said that in the skit.
That reminds me of the BB King joke. Do you know that one?
No.
His wife wanted to get him something special for his 70th birthday. So she went out and got a tattoo on each side of her ass cheek, a bee on each side of her ass cheek. And then when he came home, she dropped her drawers and he goes, "Who's Bob?"
Who's Bob?
Yeah.
Who's
Bob?
I answered Unruly. He told me I knew who that was, and I said, "What's happening, Unruly?" And if you know the show, what's happening? You know, she was on that show.
Oh, okay. There you go.
It was a girl.
Yeah. She was hilarious on that show.
I'm sorry to say I don't have any women on my list.
I have a special whatever fuck you call it.
There's a couple honorable mentions. I think.
Right.
Who do you think the funniest woman is? Comedian.
Roseanne Barr by a long shot.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Maybe the old chick, Joyce Rivers, or where the fuck she's
Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers, yeah, she's pretty good.
Yeah.
Phil, I can't remember her last name, but there's another one. But Roseanne fucking murders him in my mind. That's how I fuck girl. But we got.
I forgot her name. I know her name, but it's not coming to me. But the one who always battled Red Fox in Sanford and Son, she was always hilarious in anything that she did. Yes, she was always hilarious, man. Even her stand-up comedies was hilarious.
Yeah.
My number 9 is probably a choice. I don't know if everybody agreed, but I enjoyed his movies. And I remember when he started out, like he did some movies prior, but what really put him on the map was In Living Color, and that was Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I was a fan of his movies, Ace Ventura, The Mask, Bruce Almighty. He always had a sense of fun with his movies and comedies, like Liar Liar and what was the one? Me, Myself, and Irene. I ain't seen that movie in a while, but watching that movie, it was hilarious. It was crazy. Like he has split personalities, and Jim just knows physical comedy. He always does that well. So Jim Carrey was one of my favorites, so I got him number 9.
Yeah, my 9 is Ricky Gervais, the English guy. I don't know. He's got some smart comedy. Some of it's funny. He was by far the best host of the Golden Globes. I loved his hosting of the Globes. He would roast people way better than anybody else. He was very good at that.
He's probably the best over in Europe, I'd say.
Yeah, he was always funny.
Yeah.
That's one I forgot to put on my list. I love Bill Burr's comedy too. I didn't think to put him down. Damn it. That's a good one, man.
There's going to be a lot that we
you can't get everybody. I could put 50 people that could be in the top 10, right? I mean, damn, there's so many good ones. It's hard to keep. Yeah. This is just what I just putting down what came up to the top of my head type of thing, right? All right. Freaky says Louis C.K. I got him on my list. I know he's been canceled. but he still's got some great comedy out there. All right, number 8. Who do you got for number 8?
Oh, is it my turn? It's your turn for number 9, I thought, Justice.
I did Ricky Gervais.
Oh, that's right. It's my turn. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My number 8 is Bernie Mac.
Oh,
Ooh,
I got
Bernie
him high
Mac.
on. I got him higher.
The late great Bernie Mac. He died too early.
Way
He
too
died a young
early.
man, really. I mean,
he was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like, okay, the Kings
his
of Comedy
routines
shit.
are awesome.
He was definitely the best one on the role. So I definitely, and then his early the early stand-ups on HBO or whatever, and
Def Comedy Jam.
Def Comedy Jam.
Was it the Kings of Comedy? He was part of that, right? The Kings.
Right.
Yep. I always thought he was the best on that.
Yeah, he was good.
And then he'd be like, "I'm not afraid of you motherfuckers. You know, I'm from Chicago." Or that, bro. He was it, man. He was the shit.
Yeah, he was another one that always liked to have small roles in movies early on, but he like steals the scene. And nothing was. I can quote that damn "Don't Be a Menace" when he did the Boys in the Hood reenactment of the cop. That shit is classic. Classic, man.
I'm just glad we got the Bernie Mac show, because you could just go back, and there's so many episodes and he's solid through it. So I'm just glad.
All right, Staypuff, who do you got for number 8?
Now, this one is controversial due to what went on the last couple of years in his life, but he was a huge part of my life growing up. From his stand-ups into his sitcom, and that's Bill Cosby.
Oh yeah, fucking Cosby was good.
I like the Cosby Show is still one of my favorite shows to watch. And I still get a crack out. Whenever he interacts with his kids and stuff. And then the movies with Sidney Poitier. Uptown Saturday Night.
Oh
Let's
my
Do
God.
It Again.
Yeah.
Those were classics. I love watching him and Poitier just have a comedic ball with a lot of great actors in those movies.
Right.
So. Like Bill Cosby, and of course, another guy on my list, is the king of imitating Bill Cosby. The pudding cup on my hair, man. It's like Bill Cosby just had the sense of how to tell a story while being funny doing it, and that's why he's another one that his stand-ups was amazing to watch, because he has that voice, that imitative voice that you could do, and he's always funny with his deliveries.
Yeah, just too bad what happened with him. His legacy is always going to be tarnished, right? With what happened with that guy, unfortunately. But
thank God he got out. He didn't have to serve that long. What was it, a couple years?
Yeah, he was an old man. He's an old man. He's in his 80s.
It was bullshit. It don't tarnish nothing for me. I don't think he raped any of them women, dude. I do not believe it.
You don't believe that?
Fuck no. Everybody was getting high back then. Them bitches knew what they were getting into.
Those bitches. Oh God.
Fucking lock my boy up, Cosby. Get the fuck out of here.
My wife's favorite comedy routine is that himself. Remember that old from the 1980s, right?
Yeah, 82.
That's a classic. The himself. Yeah, very good. All right, my number 8 is Chris Rock.
Yeah, nice.
Chris Rock. I still quote a lot of his bits. Talking about men and relationships, and remember that bit about men always had their like secret porn. It was like a bat cave, and you go down the stairway and into this little room, and
first, most people will say they think of Pookie when they first think of Chris Rock, but I think first thing that comes to my mind is how much for one rib.
Yeah.
Let me get a sip for 15 cents.
God damn, that's a lot of money. Fuck.
And then he pulls out a wad of cash. You got any change?
He has a great comedic mind. He's very, very good, very funny, very smart. His comedy is very well put together. I think he's up there in the top for sure. Comedians, I think. I love Chris Rock. Yep. So that's my number 8. All right, I guess we're at 7.
So Biggie, you up next?
Well, we've been shouting out the chat before we went, so I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
who?
That's-
Jim Norton.
That's a good one. I know who that is. That's one of Howard Stern's boys.
Yeah, I think he had a radio show. I can't remember the name of the damn radio show. Yeah, my favorite comedian of all time has one of the best stand up. I think he did. I'll get into it when we cover him, but it involves Jim Norton. It's pretty funny.
I guess
All
that's
right.
it right there. We got. Yep.
And Freaky says Wanda Sykes.
It's a good one.
That's a good one.
She might be the funniest woman.
Eddie Izzard. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's the English guy. He's the guy that would be second to Ricky Gervais, I think, as far as English guys that are funny. All right, we're on number 7 now.
Yep.
Go ahead, Biggie.
All right. So my number 7, this guy, shit, man. If he done more stand up and more movies, he might be higher on my list because I think the first time I saw him do stand up was Def Comedy Jam, and he was so fucking good. He just made $100 million movies after it. So Chris Tucker, man.
Yeah, Tucker.
Tucker is if you watch a Chris Tucker stand-up show and can get through it without laughing, you're bare me, because it's just, that might be the funniest shit I've ever seen. Really,
I have a really good Chris Tucker impersonation.
Let's have it.
I don't think I can do it with the mic on or with the camera on. Let me stop my camera. I can't do it with the camera on. All right.
Go ahead.
Let me get into the flow here. Here is my Chris Tucker impersonation. Don't ever touch a black man's radio, boy.
And you know this, man.
Yeah. You gotta have that high. I mean, I don't get high enough. Maybe you gotta have that high, pitch at the end. But yeah, Chris Tucker is hilarious. Those Rush Hour movies, man, they're so funny. I can watch those over and over again. Those Rush Hour movies, I love them.
Money Talks is my favorite Tucker movie.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
That was like the movie where he was completely unhinged and he just was himself.
Yeah, you would go out of your way to the movies to watch a Chris Tucker flick back in the day, bro. That's just the way it was. And one thing I want to point out about Tucker that I used to love was in
Freaky said I was good.
That was great. Yeah. Was in the Jackie Chan movies, right? The way he would. Okay, so
he was helmet. I forgot about that.
he was good at covering.
That big thing on his head. Remember that thing?
Yep.
So of course Chris Tucker couldn't fight like Jackie Chan, but he could shoot a gun like a motherfucker. So his like technique at like covering for Jackie would just be as many fucking bullets as he could, even without looking. So he'd just be like blah 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 blah. If you rewatch those movies, pay attention how he shoots his gun. His gun is great.
Funny.
Tucker's hilarious, man. And he was great in Dead Presidents too. I liked him in that serious movie, but he
was good in that. You're right.
He's stupid rich. He don't have to do nothing now. Like, he made so much money back then. Bro.
Oh yeah. Those were big movies that he was in. Yeah. All right.
My number 7 is another Def Comedy Jam alumni, and that's Martin Lawrence.
I didn't think about him. Yeah.
Martin Lawrence, man, like
he was funny.
Like he was hilarious, especially on his stand-up comedy in the 90s. But his movies and his sitcom were phenomenal as well. Like he had so many characters in his show. Shanae, Jerome the pimp. He was so versatile. Like he definitely followed up on Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy in terms of developing other characters outside just him being him. And just being funny with playing variety of characters. And every movie he's done, especially in the 90s, man, he was top notch. And I liked the Tim Robbins movie, Nothing to Lose. That was a great movie. And of course, him and Will Smith in Bad Boys. I mean, I always loved the first movie the most because that was Martin at his best before he started sliding downwards in the 2000s.
But he hasn't done much lately. Have you heard of him doing anything lately?
Outside of the recent Bad Boys movie, he ain't really been doing much the last couple years.
Like Chris Tucker, he's just sort of He's
They're
counting all his
made in
money.
the
He's
shade.
counting all his money. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
My 7 is Robin Williams. I love Robin Williams.
He's on my list too.
He had the quickest wit, the fastest routines. I couldn't even. You have to like slow down his stand up. It was so damn quick, fast, quick.
I connected his stand up to straight cocaine, bro.
Yeah,
like, you could tell he was high on
cocaine when he did those stand ups for HBO. He was on cocaine. He'll
high.
He'll tell you he was. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But funny.
Oh, come on.
The energy and all the shit he put into it, you could tell it was good.
Some of his routines, like the one on golf, if you ever want to get a really good laugh, watch the thing on him talking about golf, the origin of golf. It's freaking hilarious. Oh my God, it's so funny. Yeah. One of the best, no doubt about it. And what a sweet soul he was. Everybody that knew him really well said he was really the kindest, nicest guy you'd ever meet. Always willing to go out of his way for people. He was just a really good soul. So,
the thing I loved about Robin was his versatility. Not only his stand-up comedy and even some of his comedy movies, but he can pull off drama movies so well.
How many comedians have Oscars?
Maybe one of the greatest fucking comedian actors, straight up, bro. Maybe.
He's on my list. I mean, I thought
he's really good.
All right, so that's my number 7.
All right, and we got Andy Kaufman from.
Freaky. Kaufman. I always forget about him.
I should have put him on mine too. He's not really top 10 for me, but he was okay.
I mean, he was a genius, no doubt about it. He was a genius. But he was not appreciated in his day as a genius, right? It was like after he was gone, everyone was like, "Fuck, that guy was really good." But not while he was alive. He wasn't really appreciated as much.
His funniest shit was the Mighty Mouse skit for me.
Yeah.
He was such a genius that he knew how wrestling worked and was able to use that to his success.
Right.
And sell the crowd that he actually had a broken neck.
Yeah. He did have a good mind.
Yeah, no one had done that before him, right? He was pranking the audience is what he was doing.
Yeah. And against chicks, it was genius. It might have been the greatest, smartest angle ever, if you really think about it.
Yeah. All right, number 6.
Number 6 for me is Pimpin' Cat Williams, dude.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He had some good little stand-ups.
Yeah.
And I fucking enjoyed him. I remember watching him back in the day and thinking he's super funny. So I threw him on my list at number 6.
All right, very good. Cat Williams. Staypuff, what do you got?
I got George Carlin.
Oh, he's on my list. He's a little higher up, though. I love George Carlin.
Like he was one of those comedians that know how to tell jokes and keep it real at the same time. He didn't give 2 fucks. Some
of the smartest bits, and every comedian will point to him as probably the most intelligent comedian was George Carlin.
Yeah.
He had some very intricate, thought out bits. They were very intelligent. Yeah, very, very smart. Yeah,
he knew how to tell his jokes while at the same time being smart with them. And he had his critics, but I don't give a damn what y'all think about me because I'm gonna do
he's way up my list, so I've got him near the top, Staypuff. So I'm with you on that. My 6 is Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay, I was thinking he'd make somebody's list.
I mean, I watched him live. He's a great comedian in stand up, but his show is best sitcom of all time. Probably
I watched it.
Arguably the best sitcom of all time is Seinfeld, comedy sitcom.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean he's still funny. He's still doing stand up. He's a consummate stand up comedian, so he's got to be on my list. So I got him at number 6.
I'm with that.
Seinfeld. All right, we're up to number 5.
All right, we got a couple more from the chat. We got Bill Bellamy from Freaky.
Bill
That's
Bellamy.
a good one.
Oh, Bill Bellamy. I wouldn't put him in my top 20. Bill Hicks, he was pretty funny. He was a dark comedian though, man. He had some dark shit.
I like Bill Bellamy. Fuck off, man. He's pretty good. He's fucking better Bill
Carlin
Hicks.
would run circles around him. Give me a break. So would Lewis. Lewis Black's better than Bill Bellamy. Give me a break.
I don't know, man. Bellamy's all right.
Yeah.
What was this shit? The Players Club or something? I don't know. He was in something funny. All right. So my number 5 is Robin Williams. I enjoyed his. He had the best energy as a comedian. He would fucking fly around the arena, and you know who I fucking wish I would have remembered to put on here now. God damn it, is the watermelon guy. God fuck, man. I used to watch that shit all the time. You don't know what I'm talking about? The watermelon guy.
Oh, Gallagher.
Yeah, fucking Gallagher, man. Fuck.
Oh shit.
That's
To me,
right. I got Williams.
Man. To me, that was too cheesy. His
I
comedy.
love those gimmicks, man. Fucking Gallagher was dope.
Well, why don't you just have what's his name? The red-haired guy with the props.
No.
The same
I know
shit.
you're talking about. Carrot Top. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why don't you just have Carrot Top on your list then?
How to be a player. Yeah, that Bill Bellamy.
Yeah.
killed that shit.
How to take steroids.
But you know, it's funny. Like both of y'all got Robin Williams on y'all list. I didn't have him in my top 10. Like he would have came like 11. And there was another one that I had. I was like John Leguizamo. I always thought his stand-ups were really good.
Yeah.
I always enjoyed them. But who I got as number 5 might be a cheat, but I couldn't choose between neither one of them, so I went with the whole damn family, and that's the Waynes.
All right.
Oh yeah, the Wayans brothers. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Waynes
Marlon,
brothers,
Keenan.
you know, Keenan, Damon, Marlon, Sean, and Kim.
I think I like Damon the most. Yeah.
Damon was the man. Like Keenan was the brains. Damon was the funny guy.
Damon was funny. Damon had some.
Yeah.
What was his favorite? He did so many different characters. He did that like that homeless guy. He did that homeless guy in Living Color.
Yeah.
He did that clown. Remember he did the clown.
Yeah, homie the clown. Homie don't play that.
Yeah, he had some great. He had some great characters.
The fucking bum. Oh my god.
And then Marlon came to his own with the Wayans Brothers show, and then they did Don't Be a Menace to South Central, which is still one of my favorite movies.
Such a good movie.
Hey, Unruly, you're correct. I did go to a Carrot Top show in Vegas. It was funny. I did laugh. I'll admit it. I laughed, but yeah, I don't think he's going to be in my top 20, 20 top comedians. So my number 5 is Louis C.K.
It's a good one. Great writer.
I mean, that one, what's that one he did where he's in a circle? And man, that is some of the funniest shit ever, is that where he's talking about how he was in his building and some guy sees him and he's got like stuff on his shirt. He goes, "It's got me on my shirt." I mean, it's hilarious. I mean, he's got a great bit. You have to watch that show. I can't remember the name of it, but it's one of the HBO specials he did. Oh, so good. But I guess he jerked off in front of too many women, right? I guess they gave him permission. They gave him permission to jerk off. So what's the problem? I don't get why they got to cancel him. But whatever. He didn't give him a purple fuzzy drink like Bill Cosby did.
What? Excuse me. I didn't go to court and watch all that, but I thought that they were taking like Quaaludes and shit. Like they wanted to take fucking pills.
Yeah, they wanted to. Can you give me a Quaalude, please? Or
yeah, that's how it was back then.
He's not on my list, but David Spade. David Spade is banged some of the hottest women in Hollywood. A lot of people don't know this.
I didn't fucking know that.
He breathes Rufinol. This guy, he exhales Rufinol. Dude, he is banged. No. Talk to anybody that knows him. He is banged the hottest chicks in the Hollywood, like supermodels. Unbelievable women.
I can believe it.
Go on Google and Google Images and type in David Spade girlfriend, and you'll watch. You'll see the images pop up. You'll be like, holy shit. Yeah, you'll be impressed. Believe me.
You would know.
And I always saw him as a sidekick to Chris Farley.
For sure.
Exactly what he was.
Yeah.
Sidekick, but he's made his way, I guess, in Hollywood. He knows what he's doing. All right, number 4. Oh,
yeah, we got some.
Is good. If you guys don't think he belongs on the list, something was wrong with you.
We got some in the chat. I can't. I see Unruly said. There you go, Terry Hatcher.
What? What the fuck are you talking about, Terry Hatcher? Wasn't she in that Desperate Housewives?
I don't know. I don't know that one.
I don't even
I
know.
really like Chappelle.
After he
It's
was
a good one.
canceled, some of side splitters for $20. Nice. Louis C.K. At least he got $20.
Who's this Pablo Francisco? I don't know that one.
Oh, I saw him. I saw him down in Ybor in Tampa. Pablo Francisco. He's funny. Check him out if you go on YouTube and put in his stuff. He's pretty damn funny. But he never caught on. He never really got popular. But he's a good comedian.
All right.
Yeah, he's good.
So he's saying Spade slept with Terry.
Oh,
Terry Hatcher. Yeah, he slept with what's her name after she broke up with shit. The guy from what was that 80s band? Bon Jovi. Who was the lead guitar for Bon Jovi?
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, he slept with her, man. She shit.
They was Spade.
Heather Locklear.
Oh, damn.
She was in love with him. She was in love with him.
Wow.
And he broke up with her.
She was smoking, dude.
Oh yeah.
All right. So
yeah, that's right. He had to climb her. He's a small guy. Yeah. All right. What are we at now?
We're at 4.
Number 4.
4. All right. Go ahead, Biggie.
Yeah, so we're gonna get into the super funny shit. I'm gonna give mine now. I gotta take a piss, but this guy filled stadiums like a motherfucker, and I could quote off 3 or 4 of his jokes because he's that fucking legendary. I'm just gonna tell y'all though, it's Andrew Dice Clay, brother.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
I'm gonna take a piss. I'll be right back.
Nice man. All right.
I ain't heard that name in a while.
Yeah, Richie Zambora. That's who she was married to. Remember, he cheated on her, and I guess she left and went with David Spade.
That didn't go long.
No. Yeah, Bon Jovi didn't. Bon Jovi. So what do we got? 4 here. What's your number 4? Staypuff.
You mentioned him earlier. It's Bernie Mac.
Oh yeah. Okay, Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac was phenomenal.
Yep. My number 4 is Sam Kinison. Sam Kinison. He changed comedy, man. He was crazy. He was bona fide nuts. And the crazy ones die early, and he died an early death.
That's the sad part, they
wild man.
Like, and we've talked about Robin Williams and the fact that he committed suicide at his age. He was in his 60s. Well, a lot of the other ones, like, they were younger when they went. And I'm like I said, comedians be the most tragic ones.
Well, that's why they're funny. If you've got a normal life, you're probably not going to be as funny as someone who has a really fucked up life. Like Ancient Mariner mentioned Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor, his mother was a prostitute. He grew up in a whorehouse. That's going to turn out a pretty good comedian. It just is. Why was Rodney Dangerfield so funny? Because he did not have a good childhood. Unfortunately, having a bad childhood results in great comedy. It just does. Yeah.
Because they take the negatives of their childhood and spin it to a funny, positive light.
Yeah. They take something terrible and they twist it and make it funny, right? That's what they do. Yeah. So Biggie, my number 4 was Sam Kinison.
That's a good one.
Yeah, my number 4 was Bernie Mac.
Good. Yep, Bernie Mac.
All right, number 3. Now we're getting down to the hardcore shit. Number 3.
Yeah. Did we shout out Car Stock with Norm Mcdonald? Was amazing. That's his number 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 4, Richard Pryor for Ancient Mariner. All right, I'm going to go. My number 3 is one of the greats, man. Like y'all said, Richard Pryor. That's my number 3.
Pryor, good.
Yep.
All right, Staypuff, what do you got? Number 3.
Well, I'll just say, like, he mentioned Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor is higher for me, but number 3 is Red Fox.
Okay.
Like, I love me.
That was on Biggie's, right? Red Fox. There you go. Yeah. Beautiful. My number 3 is Eddie Murphy. I liked him better. I'm sorry. I liked him way better than Richard Pryor. And Richard Pryor was Eddie Murphy's. That's why he got into comedy, was because of Richard Pryor, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Eddie Murphy, to me, was way more talented. Sketch comedy, movies, stand up, some of the best stand up ever. That HBO, what was that HBO stand up that he did? Everyone still says it's the greatest stand up ever.
Delirious, Raw.
You got Delirious and Raw.
I think it was Delirious. Delirious to this day is still considered the greatest stand up ever performed ever.
I could agree with that.
So to me, he belongs on the list more than Pryor. I just think he was funnier than Pryor.
And the funny thing, he did a great imitation of Pryor and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, I mean, Pryor was his reason he got into comedy.
Yeah.
He listened to all those Pryor.
What's the dopey character Pryor used to? Was it Jawbone, or you know what I'm talking about? Where he would like do it ham bone, or he did this fucking. What was it?
So many damn characters he created.
There's one particular that was really proper.
Was it the Nutty Professor when they're around the table? God, that's one of the funniest damn scenes ever. They're all farting and shit.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, that's so funny.
Harlem Nights,
he's playing all of them. I mean, come on, the guy was unbelievably talented.
That was a great lineup.
And he got that from Pryor himself, because Pryor did 3 characters in Which Way Is Up.
Right. Correct. Yep. No, I mean all the stuff we're mentioned, they all belong on these lists. They're all
gods. All these fucking guys are gods. Yeah. All right. So we have number two. Well, number 2 is Murphy, man. Murphy, I when I was a kid watching Raw and Delirious, that was my highlights of his career. The Ice Cream Man, the McDonald's cheeseburgers, the Michael Jackson imitation. He was just fucking amazing. So yeah, that was Eddie Murphy, number 2.
The stuff he said about Mr. T had me dying. He used to blast everybody. Eddie didn't let nobody off the hook. He would talk about anything, especially Raw. Like, I swear to God, I was too young to listen to Raw, where a lot of the jokes went over my head until I got a little older. And I'm like, all right, nah, I understand. So the joke become even more funnier.
Yeah, he was great.
But Eddie's my number 2 as well. You know.
So Eddie was 3 for me, and number 2 was Carlin. I think Carlin was a little bit more significant in comedy. Not that Murphy isn't, but I gave the edge to Carlin. So yeah, number 2 is Carlin for me.
That's a great one, man.
Yeah. All right, number 1, man. This is where it comes down to the brass tacks. This is it.
Yeah.
Your number 1.
I want to shout out Freaky with Eddie Griffin, and we got Simeon, number 3 is Carlin, and Ancient Mariners got number 3 is Carlin also. Simeon saying number 2 is Patrice. Fucking Eddie Griffin's a great one. Freaky, I like that one. So my number 1, I don't know, man. It's this guy brought laughter to my heart like no other, and I just got a thing for big ugly fat guys, I guess. But Chris Farley's my number 1.
Nice.
Farley, yeah.
Nice, that's a good choice. My number 1 is Pryor. You know, like him and Eddie were like linked together for me, but I like the Pryor and how he tells his stories. You know, he had a great story to tell to go along with his jokes. You know, whereas Eddie was animated, where Pryor could be laid back, but yet still delivers.
It's still funny as hell, yeah.
Still funny, and the shit that he been through. You know, we talked about his childhood, all the drugs, the failed relationships, him burning.
Yeah.
And yet he still was able to go out there and tell jokes about everything, all of that. And you know, his storytelling with the ability to tell jokes is what made me love him. Just even more so than the movies. Like, I love him in the movies, but I felt like his stand-up to me was just fantastic.
Yeah.
I agree. So my number 1, a lot of people probably won't agree that he maybe should even be in the top 5, but I love him. I think he's a national freaking treasure. Is Norm Macdonald. I love Norm Macdonald. He is a freaking genius. If you ask any of the top comedians today and ask them, who do you think the best comedian is? They'll say Norm Macdonald. Like, it will.
He's your favorite comedian's favorite comedian.
You're right. All the smart comedians, Bill Burr. Who else? Fuck, there's a bunch of them. Jay Leno, David Letterman. If you ask them who's their favorite comedian, Conan O'Brien, they all say Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, he's smart.
He's a freaking genius. There's a YouTube video about why Norm is a genius. You have to watch it because he constructs jokes. Some of them are like 10 minutes long. They're fucking crazy. They're long ass jokes. And he doesn't give a fuck. He's like the closest to Dangerfield about not giving a fuck. He doesn't care. I mean,
well, I can't think of him without bringing up Artie Lang, bro.
Artie Lang, right?
So
Dirty
fucking
Work.
good.
Dirty
when
Work
he
is
was
a great
doing
movie,
good.
right? It's a hilarious movie, Dirty Work. It's fantastic. But dude, some of his stand-up routines. First of all, everyone does a roast, right? They get these people in a roast. They were roasting Bob Saget, right? Bob Saget, who everyone jokes around about. You know, he's fucking. You know. He was in that stupid Kids of the House or whatever.
Yeah, Full House.
You know how much money he makes off that fucking show? It's syndicated.
Oh, he's got to be
5
rich.
countries. He makes crazy money off that show. Never has to work again.
He should.
And so Norm Macdonald goes to host him or goes to roast him, right? Everybody's killing him. And he goes up there and starts telling like these old 1950s jokes that are real sweet and kind. Like, oh, your face looks like cauliflower. And everybody's like, what the fuck's going on? And to this day, I don't hear anybody talk about any roast except Norm Macdonald's roast. It had this corniest, like old jokes, but it was genius because he did the opposite of what everyone else was doing. Everyone was slaying, and he was just like, no, I'm going to do like these stupid jokes. And that's what they talked about the next day. They weren't talking about all these jokes that were slaying and killing. They were talking about his comedy routine.
Yeah.
That's genius. Genius.
Yeah.
I definitely need to look up Norm Macdonald because I know him more for the movies he did in the Saturday Night Live, but I've heard a lot about him, but I never, in terms of his stand-ups, but I never really got a chance to watch him.
His stand-up is the best. The
best. I agree. He's pretty good. The only person I would say that might roast better than Norm is Pryor.
Well, Norm didn't roast. He was not a good roaster. He was too sweet.
I thought he was.
He was a sweet guy. He could not roast people. That's why he did that. He's too nice. But that's why I love him. He's not normal. He's not normal at all.
My favorite shit from Norm was
Artie talks about him. Said that he's never met a more degenerate gambler than Norm Macdonald. Degenerate.
I can believe it.
I do like people talking about Bob Saget, most foul comedian you ever seen.
Oh yeah, he's this like nice, sweet guy on the TV show.
Yeah, I remember when I first watched the stand, I was like, this ain't the same guy from Full House.
Like, he's just like the vilest comedian ever. Oh yeah,
it's amazing.
Another guy that I didn't put on my list because he lived a short life, but for what he did, the impact he made before his death, Robin Harris, House Party, Bebe's Kids. That dude, the first thing he does when he come on stage is look at his audience and start roasting them one by one.
Good.
Yeah.
He will pick them apart before he goes to his tales, and he was such a great comedian. He was brutal on the audience, but they loved it.
Yeah, he was good.
Awesome.
Somebody said Gilbert Godfrey. I was like, you talking about Bubs? Bubs Comics?
Godfrey, oh yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate the chat being active.
I want to be read those books when I go to bed at night by Gilbert Godfrey. One of those like go to sleep books. Have him read it to you.
I think we did a good job. We got a lot
of
the best ones, man. We got almost all of them in there.
I mean, everyone had some good stuff to say too. I mean, in the chat.
Hey, shout out to Ranger and Vigilante. He thought this was on your show, Biggie.
Yeah, I wanted to do it on Justice's because Justice is my homie, and I thought this would be good for his channel.
Yeah, I always need help. I don't really grow my channel very much. I have my little legion of followers, and that's about it. I have a few people.
Next show me and Puff does is gonna be on Puffs.
Hey, I'm the same way, man. I'm not interested in like going to 1,000 subs. I just do this shit for fun.
Yeah, that's all I do. I do it for fun. It's not a job for me. I don't have goals or anything like that.
Yeah.
All right, man. We had a lot of good comments in the chat too. That's awesome. Everyone's engaged. I love it.
VV said, US wise, nothing beats Dave Chappelle.
I got one more bonus round, okay?
All right.
So, how about we try to do what is your favorite comedy movie?
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
Man.
Dude, I have to think about that.
I could go first since I thought of it. I'll give y'all a little bit of time.
All right.
So, my favorite comedy, this is my favorite movie, Scarface. But my favorite, I got a whole different groups of fucking favorites. But my favorite comedy, and maybe my favorite movie, my go-to movie, is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
My wife and I, the comedy movie we watch every once in a while, we just love it and love it and love it, is The Great Outdoors with John Candy. God, that movie.
Yes, that's another great movie.
I love that movie. It's so
that movie
funny.
got ripped apart by critics, and I, as a kid, I was like, man, fuck the critics, man. I love this movie.
It's a cult. It has a cult following today.
Yeah.
Tons of people love that movie. It's so funny.
It's fun. And I tend to love Mel Brooks comedies like Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein,
Spaceballs. How about when he tells them to comb the desert, and you got these two white guys with a long comb, and then the two black guys got the ace gun.
Yeah.
Come on, he couldn't even do those movies today. They'd be so fast.
No, man. And then I remember, I mentioned Robin Hood Men in Tights earlier. I was like, yo, he took that classic Robin Hood and just turned it into a complete comedy. It was
I
classic.
agree with you. I think Mel Brooks movies are gold. They're freaking comedic gold. I was thinking Spaceballs. I was almost going to say Spaceballs. And I was like, I don't know if anybody will like that.
It's fucking good, man.
I love it, man.
God, I think the greatest cast is definitely Harlem Nights, though.
Oh, Harlem Nights is classic.
Thank you, Marin. Thank you, sir.
So what's yours, Justice? What's your number one? Or who did you go? Who's fucking?
I mean, I did say The Great Outdoors, but I kind of agree with StayPuff, man. I love Mel Brooks movies. They're all hilarious. God. And I can watch them over and over and over again. They really don't get old. They're so funny.
Yeah, you can watch
Men in Tights. I watched that a million times.
Men in Tights. I got you.
Yeah, Men in Tights. Harlem Nights, like you mentioned. You know what I watched the other day, and that was an underrated classic, and it's Boomerang with Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah, Boomerang.
Robin Givens and
people
Grace Jones.
High.
Yeah,
people really appreciate that one.
Yeah, that
fucking Coming Back to America is, or whatever the fuck. Coming to America, that is
Coming to America is classic. And then you got the movies we mentioned earlier, like Uptown Saturday Night, Let's Do It Again, Piece of the Action. Oh man, there's so many great movies.
Oh man, Top Secret. It's so funny that you mentioned that. I watched that Amazon documentary on Val Kilmer. Holy shit! I was like, holy fuck, what the hell happened to this guy? Oh, it's crazy. Have you watched that yet?
Another one that come to my mind. I love Stripes. I love Ghostbusters. Of course, Ghostbusters.
Yeah, Ghostbusters. Yeah, that was funny.
Classic. Caddyshack. That was one of the movies I watched so many times, and the story is like
it's not Caddyshack. God,
and the story is like it's not really a story, but it's just these guys just acting.
Hilarious.
It's hilarious, man.
Remember when they're like the kids starting to go like this? They're like well, he's gonna pick his nose. Like, God, it's so good.
Oh man,
Caddyshack was hilarious, man.
Fucking Friday, Pam.
Friday. That's a great one. I mean, rest in peace, Tony Tiny Listener.
I give you a good one. The fucking Burbs.
Oh,
yeah. Tom Hanks, right?
The
Tom
fucking
Hanks.
Burbs.
Bro, that movie is a black comedy classic, man. Like I love the my favorite part is when the house blows up and Tom Hanks come out all burnt up.
Oh yeah, the fucking hero, bro. That's so good. He had to do it. Three
Ancient Mary
Amigos.
says Monty Python. Cardstock says Three Amigos. Yeah,
Good
that was
one.
pretty funny.
I see Suburban Commando.
I fucking
he's
love Suburban Commando.
Oh man.
Even No Holds Barred was hilarious.
Oh yeah. It's so much like that we could just make this whole show about talking comedy movies.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I love talking comedy. It's why not? It's what else you got to talk about? You know, comic books we can talk for a while, but comedy you can just talk forever about. It's so funny. So much shit you can mention. Yeah.
Fucking love DC Cab, man. Remember that movie? Gary
I gotta
Busey,
watch
Mr.
it.
T.
I've watched it, but it's been a long time.
But Staypuff,
that
I want you to watch YouTube videos on Norm Macdonald. Everything Norm Macdonald. I'm telling you, you'll message me in a few days and say, "Holy shit, I didn't know he was that funny." Yeah, you'll love it. You'll love it. He's good.
Because I liked him on Saturday Night Live, and I loved him in Dirty Work and Screwed. So,
well, you know why he got fired from Saturday Night Live?
I heard the story. I've heard the story of that, why he got fired. It's crazy.
He was making fun of OJ, right? Doing all these OJ jokes.
Yeah.
And Don Ohlmeyer was the president of NBC at the time, and he told him not to do any more OJ jokes. The next week, he did 3 times as many OJ jokes. Like I said, doesn't give a fuck. It's his career, and he risked it all. He didn't care.
Yeah, they said that. I remember the cast saying that Norm Macdonald was just like a whole level above the rest of them, and he wouldn't even like rehearse some shit because he'd memorize everything so well, and then he would even ad-lib and all types of shit.
He's literally a genius. He's extremely well read in Russian literature.
Oh, nice.
Russian literature. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, he's really smart. Fucking smart.
You
know what Dennis Miller is? Dennis Miller does shit that goes over my head all the time, right? He's fucking references shit all the time. Goes right over your head. He is super smart, and he says Norm's the smartest guy he ever met.
Fucking Freaky Louie with Airplane.
Oh, Airplane, yes.
Good.
Oh man.
And isn't O.J. Simpson in Airplane? Isn't he in the Airplane movie?
Yeah.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is he's one of the pilots, right? He's one of the pilots.
Get carried out with his jersey on.
Naked Gun. OJ's the Naked Gun.
Oh, the Naked Gun movies. I forgot about those. God, there's so many good ones.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
it's
kind of went away, like in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. We
don't have comedies like that anymore. I mean,
we don't.
It's really the death of comedy, man. Tell me what's funny to watch anymore.
I don't even know.
I like Amy Schumer.
What funny movies have come out in the last couple of years that you can be? I mean,
I can't think of one.
I remember The Hangover. I love The Hangover. That's like the last recent one I can think of is The Hangover.
That's okay.
That's funny.
I didn't like 2 as much. 3 was better than 2, but the first one is top for me.
The first one, they should have just stopped making them. Just the first one, and that was it. At the end when they find the camera and they're going through the camera, dude, that made me laugh so freaking hard. All those.
It's not as funny as the shit we used to watch, though. It's not even close.
No.
And
like I always tell people, I'm like, man, I grew up off of rated R comedies. How I learned to say the word "fuck" was because of Eddie Murphy.
Right. Absolutely.
What up, Steven Spock, fam? Yeah, you want to talk about some books before we roll out, or I don't know.
Yeah, we can. We come down off that high.
Yeah.
Come down off that high.
I got me a couple of books.
We could do a little show and tell, I guess.
Yeah, I got these 2 Black Panthers, Jungle Actions.
Oh shit!
Got these at the con, MegaCon.
Can you make Puff big? I would like to see Puff's MegaCon haul.
Yeah, I got a couple of books.
Oh, those are nice. They look nice too.
Yeah, them high grade Black Panthers are worth a lot of money.
Well, the Mylar makes it look nice, but I checked in there and they pretty good. I got this.
Can you make them a little bigger, Justice, so we can?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
Sorry. This one Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Hold on a second. Let me make you bigger.
You just click his screen to make him bigger.
Oh shit!
You're all right.
Hold on a second. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. There we go.
Yeah, you're just not used to it that much. It's all right. I like that Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I picked this up, but the interesting thing about this issue, and I've known this for a couple of months, is that the Hulk is not inside this issue. He's only on the cover.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. I think it was a snafu where they put this cover. They made the cover already when the story wasn't done, and they didn't tell the writer, and the writer had a different story in mind, but they like couldn't back off from the cover, so they had to use the cover.
That's called a bait and switch. Bait and switch right there.
The Hulk did show up in this run, but not this issue. I got this Marvel feature number 3, Red Sonja, to complete that run. Speaking of political, I saw this and I snatched it up.
There you go.
I'm almost close to completing the Secret Wars run.
It's a good time to do it because that shit's going to be coming around the corner, and all them fucking books are going to be impossible to get before you know it.
Yep. Number 9, there you go.
I got Superman and Swamp Thing, DC Comics Presents, number 85. Love that cover.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, that's sick. That must be Neil Adams.
Some Conan, some issue 26.
Ooh.
I love a lot of those early. I got a lot of those early Conans, man. They're awesome.
Fucking good, bro.
You can find good deals on them too on eBay. People just dump those sometimes.
My boy Puff got a first Conan number 1 recently.
Yeah, thanks to Man Caves, man. Shout out to Man Cave Comics.
Yeah, that's a great book.
Very cool.
Yeah, I got a couple of Spideys. This book I got from Stone Cold Steve. He AOK'd me.
Uh-oh.
Real Ghostbusters, issue 28, the final issue of this first volume of Now Comics.
Look at that head of hair on that guy.
Yeah, but the interesting thing about it, it's a double cover.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I showed the video on my Instagram. You know, I found out it was a double cover, so got the sweet George Perez Superman Action Comics.
Very nice. That's a classic cover.
Yeah, anytime you homage the old Schuster Superman is always great.
Yep. I
was able to get this.
Oh, I got that book. I love that book. First Firestar, right? Or Firestorm.
Yes.
Firestar, yeah, I gotta get that fucking book. It's the first. It's the first of the team too.
Yep. First Firestar, first team.
Amazing Friends.
Yep.
I finally get this beauty.
That's a gorgeous book. That might be my favorite Zach.
Yeah, I saw it and I had to grab this. Marvel Team Up, King Size Annual number 1. I think this is the first time Spider-Man teamed up with the Giant Size X-Men team.
Is that that reminds me of the first Burn X-Men too, for some reason. It's probably not. But it reminds me of it.
Yep. And that's all I'll show. I'll stop there because I know Biggie got some bangers.
I got a couple.
All right, let me get Biggie on here. Let me see if I can figure this out.
All right. You just click my screen that's in my box. It's in the left corner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go refill my drink and grab a few books. I'll be right back. It's all the stage.
Okay. Sweet. I got that Captain America Infinite. This was my only Walmart pack trying to find those ratios. And I didn't know which ones to get because nobody fucking told me, but I eventually figured out. Here's a little tidbit for y'all. Get the Alien packs, the Star Wars 7s, and the Carnages if you get a chance. But this was a newer pack, so it had a chance. But those 3 seem to be hitting, especially the Aliens, I think. So I really like this Deadpool I picked up. I need to read it because I think it's got Squirrel Girl in it. I'm not sure, but I just like the cover and it looks cool to me. I don't know. All right, so we got this bad Kraft Cheese, Incredible Hulk 1. I don't think I've ever read Incredible Hulk 1. I got tons of facsimiles. I got the 9.8 and everything. I don't think I read it. I got number 2, so I need to read it. And I just love this Toy Biz ASM 301. It's like super white.
Nice.
And I've been looking at it a lot because it's, minty fresh and really nice. When I got it, it was still in the package from the Toy Biz box. So that give you a little clue on how white it was. But all right, let's go with this Guardians of the Galaxy. I never had this book before. It's gorgeous.
Nice.
Yeah, I love this book.
That's that 90s foil cover madness.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful, man. I love it.
Yeah.
And let's go with another 90s banger. I got this one today. I've had like 4 or 5 of these. I actually found 5 of them. I gave I was like, here you go at the LCS. Said I found these for you.
All right, I'm back.
Sweet. I got finally got this one. I knew I'd find it eventually. Kid Loki. So,
I like that Loki show, man. It was funny. I liked it. It was good.
Yeah.
I don't know. What'd you think of it, Biggie?
I felt like it was probably the best produced. It felt like almost like a movie setup to me, but I don't know. I'm not big on the TV.
Yeah, TV streaming. Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite comedy or my favorite comic book related TV show was Walking Dead, and they're getting to a point where they might bring Rick back though, so that would be dope. But here's my favorite.
Go ahead.
Oh, here's my favorite book I got recently. I got it from Tricky Trapster.
Oh man, I love a red cover. Red cover.
Yeah, I didn't really shout out this original art he did either that well, so that's the original art from Tricky Trapster, and he sent this one too. So thank you, Tricky. Appreciate you, homie. It was a prize I won.
Very nice.
That's it.
That's it? All right. It's me now. By the way, cheers, everyone. Bullet and Coke.
Cheers.
All right. I got this one. Miko Suno, Comic Book Day, The Virgin. I got it off eBay for like $8. That was a pretty good price. That's heating up. I think that's going for 15 to 20 now on eBay. Bunny Mask, I've been liking this book. It's pretty good. It's a good story so far. Good little horror comic. We got DC Horror Presents The Conjuring. That's the second print. I like that cover for some reason on that second print. It's pretty crazy looking. That's why I picked that up. All right, now this is a really good cover. This one sold out fast. It was only $10, but it goes for like $130 now. Nirvana.
Oh yeah, you fucking called that one way before it happened, dude.
Department of Truth, Nirvana. I mean, I'm a big Nirvana fan. I love Nirvana. That cover is like,
damn,
classic. That's my guy, Javon Jordan. I've had him on the live stream too. Javon Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Real cool guy. Good artist.
It's like a photograph.
Department of Truth. What's that? I don't know what printing this is. 6th. I think it's 6th printing, maybe 7th. I don't know. Who knows? They've been reprinting that shit like crazy.
Fucking hotcakes, brother. Of course.
Have you guys read this yet? The Lot. It looks. I mean, man, the quality of this comic book is crazy. The paper is so good. It's unbelievable. The quality of the book.
Yeah, it looks good.
I don't know if it's good. I haven't read it yet, but it looks
those indies book qualities are way better than fucking DC or Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel
is toilet paper, man.
Toilet paper.
Yeah, that's the worst.
All right, here's a MegaCon exclusive. Jay Lee. This is the Me You Love in the Dark. They only made 400 of these. There's a blank. It came with a blank and with a Jay Lee cover.
Sick.
That's a Norman Rockwell homage right there. I've only seen like one for sale on eBay, so I don't know. Everyone's holding on to them, I guess. No one's selling, which I find interesting. Delato, Moon Knight, Delato Virgins.
Damn.
Those are pretty nice, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, he's got the blood on the claws. I love that.
That's pretty legit.
Have you guys been reading Nottingham? I've been picking up some of the second prints and third prints. It's pretty good. It's pretty good so far. I like to read. It's doing well. It sells out every time. They're like second, third printing almost every issue right now. I'm assuming it's doing well. All right, how about this one? Delato Star Wars.
Ooh,
That's sick right there.
That's the Italian Panini.
fuck.
Can't read it. It's all in Italian, but yeah. I got it from Trinity Comics for like $40. Pretty nice.
Yeah,
I love Delato's artwork. How about this one? You like Mastrazo? Kind of reminds me of Frazetta, man. Look at that freaking Mastrazo.
Damn, that's nice right there.
Right? This is a
that
Virgin limited cover. I don't know. I got it for $35 pre-order. I think it sells for more than 50 right now.
That's one of the best Vampirella covers I've seen.
Yeah, look at
Modern,
that.
dude.
Look at the detail on that shit, right?
That's crazy.
That is sick.
It looks like Frazetta, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean the body form does, but the details on the inside are kind of not as smooth as Frazetta's. So
Yeah, there you go. All right, we got. I like Miko Suyan's art. This is a Venom. That's the what,
ooh,
100 or whatever. That one's cool, black and white. You can see Spider-Man. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's got the
dude,
reflection.
if it had like a little red on that Spider-Man, that shit would pop so hard, bro.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you're right.
I like that black and white though, man.
Yeah, it's pretty nice in black and white.
That's
All
sick.
right, here's my banger book of the week. This
Uh-oh.
sucker's in a really nice grade. Wait till you see this. Especially if you like older X-Men books. You're going to like this one.
Uh-oh. Hey,
X-Men
Soul.
115. Enter Sauron.
that's first Sauron, right?
Yep. Look, I don't think it's the first appearance of Sauron,
No,
unfortunately.
Okay.
It's not.
But look at the freaking look. There's hardly anything wrong with this book. It's so sweet.
Wow.
I got this for $80 on an auction,
Damn.
and look at it. It's in really.
I like that storm.
It's
That's
definitely
dope.
8.5 to 9, or maybe is slightly higher than a 9.0. It's maybe a 9.2 at the most. It's got a little indenture where you could tell the book was maybe bent in half at one time. That's totally pressable. There's no color breaks or nothing. That can be pressed out easy. But if
That's
this
nice.
book was pressed, I think it would be a 9.2. For $80, this book sells in a 9.2 probably around $300 to $400.
Yeah.
So, it's not even a key book. It's just these old X-Men books, man. They're going for crazy money now. They don't even have to be key. If it's early X-Men, people go crazy.
Everybody trying to scoop up all those X-Men books now. Like you said, they're not even key, and they just trying to scoop.
They're
them
not
up.
even key, and they want them. Yeah.
I want to show this one on your channel. I posted this the other day on IG, but this was one I got.
Oh, I've seen that book, dude. That book is never cheap either. I can never find that below $100 probably. What'd you get it for?
25.
Oh, you stole it.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, my guy on the Comic Call crew, Matt, was able to get this a couple of weeks ago, and I got it at MegaCon from a guy who has a shop where Matt them usually go at in Georgia. So, they always talk highly about that shop. So when I saw him have this for like 35, I was like, shit. Or 25?
Staypuff.
Yo.
Who was better, Prince or Michael Jackson?
Prince was a complete musician.
Right.
Like, he did it all. Like, I love Michael Jackson, but Prince, from doing the singing, dancing, the music, the instruments, all that,
he was the
and he
package.
produced. Yeah, he produced a lot of people's music.
Right.
Like Prince was the complete package. Like you said, he was a complete musician, and he created a sound that people mimicked in the 80s, the Minneapolis sound. So I got to give it to Prince, man.
I agree. Hey, what's his name did that too? Didn't Chris Rock? Chris Rock did the Prince Michael Jackson thing, and he said the same thing. He goes, Prince is the man.
Yeah, Prince did it all, and the man got like almost 40 albums, man.
Well, think about what's still in the vault. You know about the vault, don't you?
Yeah. I know what's upcoming and stuff, but
they have every year for the next 40 years, they have an album coming out of Prince. 40 years.
What? That man got so much material. It's ridiculous.
He had his own recording studio. He recorded shit all the time.
He basically woke up. He woke up in the morning, went in the studio, did about 15, 20, and then did his normal things.
Look, both him and Jackson were both geniuses.
You see what VV said?
What did he say? What I missed?
He didn't diddle kids.
Oh yeah. Well, gotta overlook that.
Allegedly. Yo, Michael Jackson's hits
just like Bill Cosby, those kids knew what they were getting into. Biggieshaq, they knew what they were getting into with Michael Jackson. Come on,
hey man, don't be slandering my boy MJ, brother. MJ was the best, great dude. They know his videos and his music.
No, I'm just saying, if you're gonna say that about Bill Cosby, you got to say that about Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I'll take me out the spotlight now.
I got a couple more books I could go.
Oh, there's God.
Yo, MJ, his music songs were Puff wants off the full screen.
All right, I'm sorry,
but his music videos and shit were 1,000 times bigger than anything Prince ever did. I mean, come on, be real.
I'm not going to deny that. I mean, Michael Jackson's videos was like world premieres. People could not.
They were
wait.
the biggest shits ever, bro.
Yeah. They were like the most hyped thing. If they say this is the date, people will take off that day just to wait for the video.
You remember back in the day when you would watch a Michael Jackson video after a Simpsons episode? You remember that shit?
Yep.
They did that for like a month or something. It was fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was during the Dangerous album. I remember that.
Yeah, his halftime show. I love MJ.
That man could stand there for 5 minutes, not even do nothing, and people are fainting.
Oh, dude. His concerts were
probably insane. No musician had more fame than Michael Jackson, right? I don't think so.
He was the biggest superstar ever, dude. There's no one even close.
Nobody.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'll show one more before we roll out. I got this gorgeous fucking Thor book, dude. This is fucking so pretty.
Wow, what is that? What is that? 167?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Man Cave sent me that one.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, it's fucking gorgeous.
Who is this? Who is this Man Cave? I need to get Man Cave to like me.
Yeah, you need to fucking wisen up the man. You was on the show with him, bro.
Yeah, didn't we had you on with
Man Cave? Was on the show with us.
I don't remember.
Well, you did a show with him.
I was probably high on something.
Yeah.
I was high on life.
Here's Kane taking over the White House. This will be the hot book next week, right? Fucking Ramita, Spider-Man, and Kang, dude. That's a banger, bro.
Nice cover. I like that cover.
Yeah.
The Electric Company on the
top.
Dude,
that's total 70s right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is a minty fresh copy. I should get my $100.
Everyone's having.
Bro, I just pulled that out. I got that 3-issue arc.
I just came up with a genius thing. We should have a special called Boner Books. People that get boners for certain books.
I got one more. Where'd it go? Fuck it. I lost it. I'll just show this one since it's in my hand. That's a cool Secret Wars. I got 2 of these.
Hulk Hogan.
Hollywood.
You know they're going to make a Hulk Hogan movie. You know who's going to star as Hulk Hogan?
Oh yeah, the Thor.
Yeah, Chris Helmsley, right? Helmsworth,
yeah.
Helmsworth.
All right, well, that was fun, man.
Yeah, last thing I want to bring up is wrestling today just ain't like it was, man. Like,
no, it's not. Cena and Roman.
I tell Biggie, like, when we used to imitate the wrestlers back in the day, that was when we loved wrestling. And I look at wrestlers today, I'm like, I can't imitate you because you're boring.
They're all the fucking same, bro.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite? I know who Biggie's favorite wrestler of all time is.
The Hitman, Bret Hart. I love me some Bret Hart, man. Like, I grew up in the tail end of the Hogan era, so I got to see Hogan in the 80s.
Yeah.
But man, Bret, when you watch his matches and the stories that he tells within the matches, like, it was just, you're invested in them, you know. And I love Hogan and I love Warrior and Macho and all those guys, but when it came to in-ring wrestling, Bret was the man.
All right. Here's my favorite. Woo! How was that?
Can't go wrong with the Nature Boy.
Yeah.
The Nature Boy. Did you watch that 30 for 30 documentary on him? Oh, it's so good, man.
Man, that man had the psychiatrist sitting in the chair telling him how much liquor he was drinking, man.
Tony Schiavone.
It's amazing he's still alive, really. Holy shit.
He's
It's crazy
buff.
he's still alive.
I saw a picture of him on Instagram the other day, dude. His arms are coming back. Like, they're pretty big.
He just don't need to step back in the ring, man. I'm sorry.
Those chops he threw on my guy was really shitty recently in Mexico. Yeah. He did come back. He was in a match just last week.
You don't need to wrestle, man.
No,
it was bad.
Live off that old glory. Live off those old glory days, man.
Yeah.
Talk about all the hookers and the cocaine you did and all that shit.
Fucking blow.
All the woman that he invited to Space Mountain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. Is that it? We did enough, didn't we?
I think so. I think that's a nice tight package of entertainment people could rewatch. You know,
I mean, we should do this again. This was a nice trilogy of death right here that we. Just
I would love to. You could kind of join our Friday night crew, me and Puff and Doc, and we all try to get together every now and then. And
all right.
Yeah, I'll add you to the chat.
I'm willing to do that. Once in a while, I may not be able to because my wife makes me go out for dinner or something on a Friday, but it depends on when you do it.
Yeah, I'll definitely set up a show for next week.
Yeah, I'd love to get an invite. I may not be able to do it every time, but yeah, I'd love to be involved. That'd be great.
Yeah, you guys could think of the next idea, or I'll think of something. We'll figure something out.
We should do we should come up with top 10 lists every week. Like, let's talk about something,
I've been enjoying podcasts lately. Maybe we could just talk about like entertainment. We could do reviews on shit that's happened recently.
Okay.
You know, like I don't know, fights or fucking anything entertainment. I've been watching a lot of stuff about these current rappers and shit, and like we could have reviewed verses or who knows, it just whatever the fuck is popular in the media right now. We could do like a podcast.
I will say I don't want to do a top 10 on rap or hip hop because that is probably the most difficult one. And I will say that I don't want to ruffle any feathers because I know people will say, "Oh, you got to have Biggie and Pac in your list." For me personally, I love those two, but your list is your list. Right? If you feel that you don't want to include those two because you didn't get enough of them or stuff like that, or if you didn't feel that it appealed to you, you'll make your list your own. Choose who you want to choose. Even if I disagree, I'm not going to try and fight you because it's your list. I've seen too many people on Instagram and on stuff, going like you see the replies and it's like a 200 deep on replies because people are arguing over that shit. I'm like, whatever, man.
Well, on those ones, you can just turn the comments off if you want.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I could tell you
there'll be certain topics where I'm not real knowledgeable of, so it's going to be a very amateurish.
We could do like Karen reviews, social justice warrior stuff, or people getting canceled. Those would be hella interesting. All people do is talk about comics and shit. Like I want to do like other shit, Like of course we know comics. Yeah. We all got bangers. We're stacked to the roof with fucking great books, Let's
my show last night, did I tell you guys what I think the greatest spec of the year is this year?
What's that? And
it's already gone. You can't get it.
I don't know.
Being a founding tier member of James Tynion's the Kingdom of the Kingdom of the Tiny Onion.
Tiny Onion, yeah.
I'm one of the founding members. Okay. And I will have 6 exclusive books that no one else will get. Oh. Nothing. There's no bigger spec than that. Those 6 books are going to be worth 10 times what I paid for my subscription. I can guarantee you it will be worth 10 times.
Puff. Justice got that House of Slaughter 1 in 1,000 recently. He spent $1,000 on it, bro.
Yeah, I'm not doing too well on that right now.
You're not?
No, I think you can buy it for about $800 right now.
Oh no!
That's
Hey,
way out.
I make as many mistakes as anybody. I've made brilliant moves. I've bought $10 books that are worth 200, right? I've done shit like that all the time. But I buy $1,000 books that lose money like that. That maybe down the road I'll be right. Maybe 10 years from now it'll be a brilliant move. But right now it doesn't look so good.
That's fucking hilarious. Well, I mean, it ain't hilarious, but it's it's interesting. You're the only fucking indie new comic book day guy I fuck with. You know that, Justice?
I know. Well, I tell people the new books will be old one day, right? 10 years from now, a lot of the shit that's come out is going to be like stuff that we look at from the 70s right now and go, holy shit, remember that book? Yeah. I mean, that's what's going to happen. The new stuff becomes old. You just need some time. You just need time to go by.
Yeah, like those.
I remember when Miles Morales' first appearance. I bought a couple of those, sold them. I kept one copy. I could have bought all I wanted for $30, $40 all day long for $30-$40.
True.
What's that book go for now?
Yeah,
stupid amount.
Right? That was a new book not that long ago. So you got to keep that in mind. People always, I mean, I've had arguments with people where they think, oh, I'm only buying old stuff. Well, you're missing out then, man. I don't know what to tell you.
No, I think you're smart. I like you're the only one like I kind of appreciate because you go after like the more rare exotic stuff that people don't even talk about, you know.
This James Tynion deal is a big deal. He left DC. They offered him a huge 3-year contract. He turned it down. I'm sure it was millions of dollars. Turned it down. Why did he do that? Because he's going to create his own comic books through Substack. He will own 100% of the IP. So 10, 15, 20 years from now, his great-grandkids will be making money off of his shit. That's why he did it.
It kind of reminds me of the indie or the Image Boys, fucking, McFarlane.
How much is anybody making more money than McFarlane?
No.
Donnie, you can take Donnie Cates and multiply his salary by 10 times. He doesn't make as much money as McFarlane.
And it's hilarious because the community don't even the community don't even give him his props. They hardly ever bring him up, but he is fucking murdering it right now.
Oh, he's laughing all the way to the bank, dude. He's got so much money.
It's ridiculous.
$100 bills.
I think he sold 500,000 on that Spawn 1.
That King Spawn? Yep.
Yeah, 500,000, bro. He broke records with that.
Yeah,
Fallen runs a business, man. He's set for life.
Oh yeah, he hasn't had to worry about money for a long time.
Nope.
Ever since that toy line took off, he's made a lot of money off those toys. But those Tynion books, I'm telling you, there's only 6. He's going to produce 6 comic books a year. They're exclusive to those founding tier members. That's it. Everything else is digital. That's it. So how many of those members are there? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. He had it available for 48 hours. 48 hours to join. It was $250 for the year, and then he shut it down after 48 hours. I'm telling you, those books are going to be worth. They're going to pay for my subscription 10 times over. Easy.
And he's built up enough name recognition through his run in DC.
He's the best.
That people are going to follow him. And I've said this before, like when guys like Brubaker and them left Marvel to work on their creator-owned projects, fans like me followed them because I like that they work on Marvel, so I'm gonna jump on their indie stuff. So Tynion is banking on the same thing. The fans that he built off of DC, off of his Something Is Killing the Children and stuff like that, they're gonna follow him there.
Is there a hotter book than Something Is Killing the Children?
Shit,
it's starting to cool off a little bit,
dude. That book. You think Walking Dead #1's a hot book? That Something Is Killing the Children will blow it out of the fucking water. You watch.
You think it's going to get up to 20 stacks?
Yep. Easy.
Nah, bro.
Way lower. It had a low print run, just like Walking Dead did. Low print run.
Yeah, but people are even saying that the House of whatever the fuck is a more relatable to screen story than people are saying that, Something That's Killing the Children will probably flop if they actually tried it. But
I think Department of Truth has way more value to be developed into a property. That's what I'm
trying to say.
Department of Truth is going to be big for Tynion, but That's something in Killing Children. The print run is so low in those early issues.
Dude, I don't know how long it took Walking Dead 1 to get up to like being over $10,000 book, but I mean, fucking Something's Killing the Children #1 is at the highest, what, $2,000, 9.8.
Yeah.
And remember, nobody was talking about Walking Dead until the TV show came out. Right. That's when the book started really going up.
Years later.
The TV show for Something Is Killing the Children hasn't even come out yet. They haven't even done a trailer and nothing.
Yeah, it better be fucking good. If it's going past Walking Dead, bro. Look, I'm just saying.
Tinian is 50 times the writer Kirkman is.
We'll see. I don't know that yet. Not on.
I think I've read Kirkman. I've read Kirkman since the beginning, and I'm telling you, James Tinian's way better. Way better. Way better.
I don't know how much more rare #1s are. I think Walking Dead was a pretty low print run too.
It was pretty low. Well, it was a black and white comic book. McFarlane didn't even want it to be in Image because he said, "Who's going to buy a black and white comic book?"
Yeah, I don't think that fucking Something Killing Children is going to reach like 20, dude. If it does, I'll be the first one to say I fucked up and said the wrong thing.
It'll be years from now, Biggie. It's not going to happen in a couple of years. It'll be maybe 5 years from now. Yeah, it'll be a while.
It might.
It'll be a while.
I'm not a big fan of it. I just feel like the title and the hero and the art ain't even that fucking good in my opinion. The cover to #1, it's not memorable. It's not nostalgic. It's fucking shit. Look, it looks like an 8th grader could have drew that shit. In my mind.
I remember Instagram artists that could do that. Cover a lot because I thought the Frism cover was better than the A cover.
Me too.
But that's why the A cover is worth more because more people pre-ordered the Frism cover and didn't pre-order the A cover. And that's why the A cover is worth more.
Yeah, the one with the sword I don't like. The one with the trees is okay.
The one with the Frism cover with the sword you didn't like?
I do not, bro. That is.
Oh, I love that.
Instagram
I love that
artists would shit on that, bro. I know people. I can give $50 to make a bear cover.
Send them my way. I'll buy it.
Frism? I don't have any of that shit, bro. I don't think I have one Frism cover.
I think she's fantastic. I love her work.
I like her Star Wars shit. Or maybe I'm thinking of what's her name for Star Wars? Peach Momoko.
No. Frism.
Frism to Star Wars?
Dude, I'll show you. You want to see her best cover she's done? I'll go grab it right over here.
I don't know what her shit. I couldn't tell you if she did a good one or not.
Yo, Big, you gonna be on the show tonight, Geek Aficionado?
It's the after party, right?
Yeah.
I'll try, man. I don't know if Bear even has my. I think he'll put the link in the chat so I can just hop in through there. I'll try.
The after party is gonna be on Geek's channel.
On Geeks?
Yeah, Jimmy. Geek Aficionado.
Oh, so I thought that was off air. They're going to do it on air.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a live show after the premiere of on the beer.
Interesting. I'll try, man. We'll see. I hope so. If I'm still awake, I've been up all day. It's only like an hour away, so I'll probably be up. I don't know much about Frism. I think that she's got some very low fucking grade shit in my mind, but
I love her work on Red Sonja.
Okay, that's all right. She just kind of does the fucking busts and shit. She's only good at covers. Like she can't do nothing besides the bust.
Oh, she only does covers.
Yeah, but it's always like belly up. Like you don't see legs, you don't see action. You just see
she's like Rob Liefeld. She doesn't draw feet.
Yeah, the lower body is just not fucking relevant to her, I guess.
Well, there's a lot more people that like Frism than most artists out there. I can tell you that. Her books sell very well.
That's a good one, though. That one looked okay. I liked it.
Yeah, no, I like Frism. Her shit's good. There's a lot of good artists out there. There's so many good ones these days. God, really good. So Vigilante says her Red Sonja covers are full body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, she's got a style, though. I mean, everyone has their style, whatever.
Yeah.
But, I think James Tinian, man, I don't know, who knows what he's going to produce with Substack. He might have stuff he's been waiting to do, but he doesn't want DC or Boom or any of the other independents to grab, part ownership. So it should be interesting. We'll see.
I hope he does a lot of.
I think it was a good bet.
I hope
think
he
it was
does more than 6. I hope he does like 60 comics a year. That's what he should do.
He says he's only giving out 6 books.
So it'd be 6 runs though. It won't be just like 6 issues.
No, you're gonna. If you're a member, you're only gonna get six comic books. That's it. 6. Everything's gonna be digital.
Wow.
So there's only gonna be 6 comic books produced per year by Tinian, physical comic books. Everything else, everything else will be digital. I'm telling you, it's the best spec of the year. There's nothing close to it.
Damn, he's trying to kill comics altogether.
Damn.
It's just all fucking digital, huh?
He's trying to make it exclusive, man. I mean, you got money, you can be part of the group. That's what that's what it's going to be like. Hey, you don't think Cates is going to do the same thing? He just went to Substack. Him and Stegman just went to Substack.
Well, I don't like digital. I think that it's going to hurt like physical comic collectors. That's all I'm saying. I didn't know that until now. So I always thought
I don't like digital either. I want tangible in my hand. Digital doesn't appreciate in value, right? It doesn't degrade.
Nope.
The only thing that can go up in value is something that can degrade. That's the only way it can go up in value.
I'm surprised.
Digital is only good for people who don't want to have physical collections no more. They just want to read stories without having the trouble of having all this collection in their room. But for me, digital don't do it for me.
No, I'm not going to buy any digital comics.
I'm the same way. That's why I spent the $250 because I'm like, I want the physical comic books, and the only way I can get them is I have to spend $250. Done.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That'll be the best money I spend for the year. Easy.
Yeah, I agree with what you did. Well, it sounds like my family just crashed through the door, so I'm going to have to get out of here pretty quick.
Yeah, I had a good time, guys. We had a fun time, huh?
Yeah. I'm really glad that we all got together and did this. I'm going to rewatch it and try to, like, compare lists. I'm really impressed with both y'all's lists because I feel like I wish I would have put a few of your guys' in mine.
Well, you did the same thing. You put a couple people on your list. And I was like, fuck, I should have put that person down. Damn it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's always the case when we do lists. You know, you're like, damn it, he said that. I was just thinking of him.
I mean, I only had a couple days to think about it. I probably needed a week. You know, I needed a good week to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to come on your show, StayPuff, and also Biggie. Anytime you want me on, just message me.
All right.
I know I can probably do next Friday night. I ain't no guarantee because, like I said, I work at nights. And I get up early to be on the show with Ranger and Vigilante. And next week we're gonna talk The Last Dragon because I just met Time Matt this past weekend at VegaCon. So looking forward to talking about one of my favorites. But I'll let y'all know.
Yeah, I'm always in touch with you, Puff. No big deal, bro.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Thanks for coming on the show and supporting my channel. I love it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And
later, guys.
We'll talk at you down the road.
Later, everybody.
All right,
have a good weekend.
You too.